Okay, so I'm about to wind down, kind of get ready for tomorrow. Um, get ready for work, get my stuff going. Um, ready to try out my. Um, sorry, just trying to adjust this. So I'm ready to try out my blanket again. It was very productive last night. Actually slept really good, other than the tossing and turning. So hopefully we don't have that tonight. Um, So, like I said, I had a good, productive day. Um, no anxiety at the moment. Nothing really going on so far. But like I said, I do really good if I'm off and I'm kind of relaxed and I don't really have anything to worry about, or just anything throughout the week. Um, so it was a lazy day and I was still tired. I really didn't have any motivation to do anything like I really did or usually wanted to. The weather was nice though. Wish I could have, kind of got out in it and did some stuff, but just, lack of sleep last night just really didn't agree with me too much today. Um, so we'll see what happens tonight. Um, I might get a little bit of reading in. Um, so I have this Bible that I got from a very special person. Okay, so sorry about that. Um, so, anyways, I got this Bible from a very special person. Um, it's really a nice Bible. Let's see if I can kind of show you what it looks like in the inside of it. Um, it's a little bit different from what you would see, I guess, from some of the other Bibles. Um, it has a lot of teachings in it, just different things as you can kind of see how it looks. Kind of tells you a lot. So, anyway, so this Bible came from a friend of mine, and she used to do my hair too as well. And her name was Miss Sheila. Um, a little bit after she gave me this Bible, she ended up passing away. She was found deceased in her home, so I do treasure that. Um, sorry, telephone call. So, anyways, so I try to treasure a lot of things because you never know when the last time it is you'll see somebody, get to speak to somebody. And, I really, hated that. Didn't really get to, you know, tell her goodbye, but, some things, just happen. And I also think things like that is kind of the reason, too, why I have a lot of anxiety, too, because, like I said before, I'm afraid to die, Definitely don't want to die in my sleep. So, every night I say my prayers and, just, hope that I wake up in the morning, I say my prayers for my kids, my family, that everybody wakes up to see, the next day and make it through the next day. Um, so I think a lot about that too, Lately it's been a lot of people passing away, and it's been in the most unusual ways, now you're not knowing how people are dying or why they die, but it just seems to be all around us. So I try to take my days, very precious. I get sad a lot when I think about dying too, because I still have kids and I always want to, you know, wonder about how they're going to turn out, who's going to look after them, are they going to be okay? You know, I just want to make sure that they're going to be well taken care of. Um, and I think my dad passed away in 99, and he was in hospice. And I can remember one time, I think before he kind of like really started going out of and out of remembering, um, I can remember him crying. And when I look back at it, I think, he was crying because, he wanted us to be okay. He was probably worried about us and how we would turn out and kind of make sure, we were being looked after, so, and I think about that a lot though. Um, I was with my dad pretty much all throughout my years. He didn't get to see, me have kids or make it this far, you know, but um, I do pray a lot and I pray a lot to him, you know, and hopefully that he's, watching over me and making sure I'm okay and stuff. So, like I said, dealing with depression has opened up my eyes to a lot of stuff. Um, and like I said, it helps me be more, sympathetic to people. Um, I had a patient the other day while I was at work, and she came in and she had, she was pretty much going through the same thing I was going through. So she was describing her symptoms and everything. And I really, truly, truly felt for her. I could sympathize with what she was going through. And I knew, even though, you know, I've only dealt with her once, but kind of read her background a little bit, some of the other, I guess staff, maybe had little, other, I guess, comments or other, you know, things to think about her. But, I really, felt bad for her, and she was crying and crying. And of course, I want to cry with her, but, I'm at work and I got to try to, keep myself calm and stuff. But I mean, she was literally just laying in a chair and she was talking about how she didn't understand how people, treat people the way they treated her. And then she was, just telling me that she, maybe somebody was having a hard time and she went to go, put her hand on the person and the person just threw her hand off and said something rude to her and stuff like that. And of course, you can see that, makes some people feel some type of way. But if you're not really going through any type of depression or anything, I would think that you would probably want to read up on it. But I think that you would want to take it seriously when somebody's telling you, that they have these symptoms. And anxiety and depression is a mental illness, so I think, people should take that seriously. You never know what you might say to somebody, and the next thing you know, somebody's, committed suicide because of something somebody said, or people not believing them, or them not being able to get the right kind of help that they need. Um, and like I said, I see a lot of stuff on the internet and hear a lot of kids, committing suicide. And I'm thinking, like, how could they do that? How do you get the courage to, take your own life? And I don't have that courage, but I don't have that mind frame either. So, I just, like I said, I can sympathize with people. I'm all for listening if somebody, wants to talk. I don't look at people any different, whether they're dealing with depression, anxiety, any other illness, whether it's mental, whether it's cancer, whether it's AIDS or anything else. I don't look at anybody any different because I'm going through something myself, and I want to be heard too. So I think it's just best that, you know, people should listen to other people too. And even if you can't give them advice, let them know that you hear them. You do hear them. So, but with that being said, I'm just gonna kind of turn it in for tonight. I'm tired. This week is Christmas week, so we'll see how it goes. Um, you know, um, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully everybody's gonna have a good holiday. People get what they want. Um, Not everybody is fortunate. Some people are less fortunate, but overall, hopefully everybody gets to spend Christmas with their family. So, with that being said, once again, I'm going to read a few things out of here, and then turn it in for tonight. So y'all have a good night.